know if people put that in their bio.
You can put that.
Yeah, you could put.
I don't know. Some fetishes or something. I don't know, like maybe some.
Come on.
People put memes, I guess.
Come on, come on, come on.
Let's see what else. Pros. Someone has a pros and cons list.
Dude, what the fuck, dude?
I'm a journalist.
Hold on, I'm tired of listening to that right this second. All right, come on. Tell me it's fucking working again, dude. Tell me it's fucking working again. All right, so it's working on Fish Tank, but all right, okay. Oh wait, I'm sitting here typing in the chat. Yeah, Streamlabs and OBS have been mad annoying for me lately. They just crash randomly sometimes, and I have to do some shit to try and get them back. You know, and it's not something I can remedy in the moment either. From what I've noticed, it's something that oh boy. All right, so seems like it's going fine on YouTube, but on Fish Tank it crashed again. Oh no, wait, no, I'm back on Fish Tank. I'm back on Fish Tank. I'm all good. I'm back on Fish Tank, but yeah. No, I'm all good. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. Fucking, I don't know what it is. It's got to be something to do with the bit rate or something like that. It's got to be something on that front, and I just gotta figure it out until I can unfuck it. But what's it called? I thought the Shapiros called in their top guys to get Scott. Oh, dude, fucking. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'll figure out the other shit later. It's so annoying when that kind of thing happens because I'm just sitting here and I have no clue how to fix it. So I literally just have to shut the whole thing down and then start over. You know, in some cases I have to grab my stream key again. Excuse me, and I have to re-enter it into my shit. So it's like, what the hell, man? But yeah, so there's that. Anyway, we're in the middle of watching Powtank. We'll watch a little bit more Powtank because it seems like they're in the middle of something, you know, whatever it may be. You know, I'm not too sure what the deal is, but we will, you know, we'll go ahead. All right, we should be good.
Sorry, Claire.
Oh yeah, how long do you guys think you need for this?
I don't know.
30 minutes.
Man.
At least.
30.
30?
30 minutes?
Is
Okay,
it gonna be 30
15
minutes
minute
of
mark,
is it gonna be 30 minutes of sitting here like, oh duh? I don't know.
I just didn't want to write happy because I thought.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You felt what?
I felt bad.
So
For what?
apparently
Set timer for 30 minutes.
She looked upset. I didn't want.
I smell like bong water, Scott. This isn't how I planned the night going, Scott.
Upset.
Hey, dude, you gotta be careful, dude. That's a party foul, spilling the bong, bro.
Are you ready?
Can't knock the bong over like that. You're still alive. Yeah, Lord Raiden, I'm still alive.
Mega, vertical bar, mega, vertical bar, mega, vertical bar, mega, vertical bar, mega, vertical bar.
I'm sorry,
mega,
it's a
vertical bar.
So we have name.
Someone show their ass for Alks.
About me.
Yeah, that's one thing that I am nervous about for the 24-hour stream, though.
About me. The about me is like the main bio.
You know, that is one thing I'm nervous about for the 24-hour stream, though, is, you know, is it gonna crash and shit like that?
Today I saw Deadpool, and it wasn't Citizen Kane, and them gay. Oh, let letterbox, fuck, KS, ouchie, I'm gay.
I think that was towards you.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah. So name, age, then it's the about me, then the interests, and then it's like more to know about me, and it's like
So-
stuff you can pick on the app.
So interest is like.
So right now, from what I'm gathering, what they're doing is they're writing dating profiles for each other, and then they're gonna have to pretend to be each other with the profile. Which, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, but that right out the gate kind of sounds like weird and not great, if I'm being honest with you. You know, I don't know though. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Like in theory, it sounds like it'd be a funny idea, but I feel like in practice, it's gonna be like it might fall flat a little bit. But I'm curious to see if they can pull it off. If anybody can pull it off, I think it's them. All right, Claire, her comedy genius, dude. Who do you think I learned from? Who do you think I learned my bits from, dude? All right, Claire was taking me into the bathroom way before I was taking anybody to the bathroom. All right, that's how I learned. I had to earn the right to take someone to the bathroom. Last time I spilled my bong, I killed like a $300 custom keyboard. Ouch. Ouch, man.
What are you writing?
It's literally only funny to me.
Thank you, TJ and Abby Shipper, for the chain together.
Dude, that guy.
Letterbox vertical bar, 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 letterbox vertical bar.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Scott, did you see the White Dambe fighter? Nah, but we're gonna look that guy up right after this. White Dambe fighter. All right, we're gonna look that guy up a little later. Thought you got taken down by the Levy people. That's exactly what it is. Claire was a strict but thorough teacher to Scott in both MMA and comedy. Exactly. Bathroom bits.
What else is in there?
I don't think Levy will
says
reach
name,
top 30.
age,
Even shouldn't be in the UFC for much longer. Truly
and
mid.
the about me, which is the bio.
Yeah, you see, when it comes to Natan Levy, this is a real guess that I have. This is a real prediction. All right, a Scott Sullivan prediction, if you will. There's gonna be fighters who they make it to the UFC, and they're not good enough to stick around for years and years and years, and because of that, they're gonna use their notoriety in the UFC. Assuming they even have any. Just because you're in the UFC, it doesn't mean you're famous, right? There's so many dudes that are in the UFC. I know tons of dudes who are in the UFC that, like, even if they got a win or two, they just never really, took off in terms of people knowing about them, right? The only two guys from my region that people really know and give a shit about are Calvin Cater and Rob Font. There might be another like one or two, maybe, possibly, but I know so many other guys who they just never made it. They just never made it in the way that they wanted to, And I'm not trying to take anything away from them at all. Like, at the end of the day, they made the UFC. That's a feat, dude. That's a badge of honor. But there's a lot of guys who make it to the UFC and they're never gonna be in that upper echelon of the promotion, and because of that, they end up. Because of that, they end up just getting cut, right? And what's going to happen is you're going to see some guys who they make it to the UFC and they're going to use that as kind of a star vehicle for influencer shit. And that's what Natan Levy is doing. And of course, because he's Israeli, because he's an Israeli Jew who was born and raised in Paris, I guess. I don't know. But because of his ethnicity, right? He used that to try and gain notoriety. And it worked because of course it worked, right? Beating up some big, mean, old white supremacists who were actually really nice to him in the video and were really good sports about the fact that they got taken advantage of by two fucking predators, because that's what him and his other boy, Shimon. I still don't know how to say his name, whether it's Shimon or Shimon. It's spelled Shimon. M-O-N, right? Like, regardless of however fucking you say his dumbass name, like, they were predatory towards those guys, you know? And it was just disgusting to see, you know? And so because of that, yeah, you are right. Whoever said that, Chad King, yeah, you're right, 100%. Natan Levy ain't gonna be fucking in the UFC much longer. No way. No way. He's going to lose another one, maybe another two, and he's going to get cut. That's just the way it's going to be. And that's why he's putting more effort into his influencer career than he is his MMA career. If he actually had an MMA career or a UFC career that was going to go somewhere, he'd be focused on that. That'd be his thing. He would be focused on that, and that'd be it. He wouldn't have the time to be going on the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge. He wouldn't have... That was a risk that he took. That was a big risk to his body that he took going on the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge, you know? In the first one, Ramsey Dewey had his knee blown out because some fucking idiot at the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge, one of the guys from the organization that was, like, running the event for Rokas from Martial Arts Journey, they were being fucking weirdos, and they ended up, like, they did something bad. I forget exactly what it was, but it led him to blow his knee out, and now he can't train. He's never going to be the same again, right? So, like, that was a big risk that Natan Levy took, deciding he was going to take part in the Ultimate Self-Defense Challenge. And he wouldn't have done that if he actually had a career going on, right? That's what happened with, I think it was Boss Rutan. Boss Rutan was supposed to be in UFC 1, but it ended up being Ken Shamrock, or it was one of them. Ah, man, damn. I'm trying to remember who it was. There was somebody from Pancrase. It might have been Boss Rutan, who was originally supposed to take part in the UFC tournament, but he was like, nah, I don't want to, because what if I get hurt? You know, what if I fuck myself up in some way, shape, or form? I'd rather go with the sure thing and just be the Pancrase guy. And because of that, I think it was Ken Shamrock who ended up getting into UFC 2, I believe it was. There's so many different guys, and you know, all those early tournaments kind of you know, flow together. They kind of mix together, melt together. But like, Natan Levy is supposed to be an elite athlete who is trying to make a name for himself and a career for himself in MMA. Why is he going on influencer bullshit? It's because he knows he's not actually going to be able to make a name for himself or a career. That's it, you know? But yeah, so there's that. There's my Natan Levy rant. You're going to see a lot of dudes who they try and double up, you know? Because there's influencers who got into boxing. Now there's going to be boxers who try to get into influencer shit. And, you know, here you have Natan Levy. You know, Natan Levy will get cut from the UFC and he'll probably box on like a Misfits card or something like that. They'll pay him and, you know, they'll have him fight somebody who, like, They'll give him an easy fight against some guy who's like a right wing guy, but he's like limp wristed, you know, like a college twink Nick Fuentes guy, you know, or like some other shit like that, you know. They won't give him the golden one, no sir. They won't have him fight the golden one. They won't have him fight anybody who trains, no sir, you know. They'll have him fight somebody who's, you know, stick thin and shouldn't be in there in the first place.
All right.
Matan is trans, changed my mind. You're talking about Matan Evan. Matan Evan Fleaweight. He knows Krav McGraw. No, not Matan, Natan. Natan Levy. That's his name. This is Natan Levy.
Also, it doesn't have to be super long. You guys know, like, bios on dating apps aren't usually that long.
Mm-hmm. I'm like almost done.
Man, this is comedy genius right now. No, I want to stick around until the end of this bit. Because I feel like it could be funny. I don't know though. Hyde has that style that seems to break people whole time walking down with guard high. Yeah, it's Sam's frustrating to deal with, you know, especially after multiple years of sparring with him. He kind of has me figured out, and I have him figured out too. But it's still tough, you know, because we have each other figured out, but we're also not just gonna let each other win or anything like that, you know.
Abby is moody because she knows that Letty mogs the ungodly shit out of her. She can't stand being other girl. Step back.
Step back. There is
I summon that. Yes, Paul's Hort Golden, Reinhard, Dagoren, Daxengor. I so put horse and gird. I so put horse. I so put horse. I so put horse.
What's it saying?
I got so put horse. I got so put horse. I got so put horse.
Krav McGrav. Can I dip that in butter? Of course. Sparse Dearth says, LOL Krav McGraw didn't occur to me until after I sent that one nice Scott. Yeah, I used to call it, me and my buddies used to call it Krog McGrog too. Just cause we're funny like that. Just cause we have a good time.
Vertical bar asterisk, 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 vertical bar asterisk.
I'm gonna answer Chad King's question after that.
Vertical bar asterisk. Vertical bar
Dear
asterisk.
Diary, it's me, Claire.
Vertical bar asterisk.
I can't believe Jacob
Vertical
got let
bar
here. I was going to be the
asterisk.
top bitch.
Vertical
Now
bar
I'm
asterisk.
washed. GG.
Vertical bar asterisk. Vertical bar asterisk.
Alright, I'm gonna what? Hold on. Let me just check. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Chad King asked, what are your two favorite who are your two favorite fighters to watch right now? I don't like watching anybody, if I'm being honest with you. I think modern MMA is bad and it's getting worse. And I guess if you had to, if you put a gun to my head and you were like, okay, you have to pick two people, I guess like Charles Oliveira maybe, and maybe I don't know. I like Pereira, right? Modern MMA is just garbage. It's too much of a sport nowadays. It's barely even a fight anymore. It's just a sport. It's a game, you know. Obviously it's a lot more high stakes than like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournament or something like that, but it's just not fun to watch anymore. And you know, I don't, just because I'm an MMA guy, it doesn't mean I like watching MMA all the time, and I don't, because it's like, what's the point in watching a bunch of dudes try and 10-9 their way through the entire fight, you know? Either that, or it's just two guys who want to stick so closely to a game plan that they end up becoming like impotent. You know, because that's what happens a lot of the time is these guys, they form game plans. That's just their entire thing. That's their entire thing, is they form a game plan and they just stick to that game plan, even when it's like bad to do so, you know. But it seems like they might be getting ready to go.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
There's two of them. I don't know which one. It's too big.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm sure my hand is sweaty as well.
Oh no, this one's gonna get banned.
That's why I said it's either this one or the sweet one. Either one. It depends on whatever either you or she wants to pick. It doesn't matter.
This one doesn't have enough information about her. Like,
Well, I don't know that much
Like-
about her.
Oh no, you can make it like outrageous. You can make shit up about her, like you can make up her job. You can make stuff up about her.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe like
What for the first one?
yeah. I would say the first one is better.
Is she gonna read it?
But definitely.
Is she gonna read
When
it?
does TJ stim? When does TJ stim? Bubble time. When
Like-
bubble time
like-
went out here, Ocho. Oh no, settle.
What? Every it froze. It's freezing. I was gonna say, does everything have to be approved by Letty? Is this just like an exercise in Letty being the queen bee? Is this just an exercise in Letty trying to be like, okay, everybody, we're gonna do what I want, yeah, and we're gonna have fun? Like, what is going on here? I'm just confused as to like what the deal is supposed to be with this, because we just spent like a half hour watching them like write. And now instead of them reading their shit out, Letty's like, "Oh, I don't think you should have this. I don't think you should do this. I don't think, no, that's gonna get banned. No, you shouldn't do this or that." It's like, like the what makes the love letter to an e-girl thing fun and funny? I'm gonna dissect the frog here. What makes it fun and funny is the fact that I am mostly just going at it without a thought about, hey, does this sound good? Does this sound sane? In fact, the more insane it sounds, the better. So like if before I sent the love letters, I had to send it to like Letty, or I had to like have my wife read it to be like, "Oh, I don't think I'd say this. I think you should say that." That'd be like, it would defeat the purpose, And in this case, it kind of defeats the purpose if Letty, I don't know if Letty's going to go over all of them, right? But if she's going to go over all of them, like, it kind of defeats the purpose of what is actually not a bad bit in and of itself, It's like, what are you doing here? Sorry, I'm reading the chat, seeing what everybody's talking about. There's one fight that I want to what Windows 11 fan says, that's brilliant, Scott. Thank you, sir. I told you my comedy chops are unmatched. I have the best bits. Sir. No, but like, one thing I want to do is I want to watch a fight that I had no clue about. Right? It is Habib Nurmagomedov versus Gleison Tibau, right? This big ass Brazilian dude definitely should not have been fighting at 155. Definitely was roided out. There's no way in hell he was not roided out. He was huge for the division. Like, Habib was big for the 155 division. Habib could have been fighting at 170 pounds, and it would have been a little bit more natural for him. And he had a really hard time getting to 155 pounds. There was some controversy about him maybe or maybe not missing weight on a couple of occasions, right? Even when he had the belt. I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't care about it that much. But like, Gleison Tibau basically manhandled Habib, scored multiple takedowns on him, and won exchanges on the feet. And he still he was not awarded the victory. We're gonna watch that probably on Friday. We're gonna watch that fight on Friday because it is actually a really good fight. It's entertaining. Habib has to strike in it because his takedowns just don't work. I don't think he scored a single takedown the entire not game, but Habib didn't score an entire takedown during the whole. Habib did not score a takedown for the entire fight, if I am remembering correctly. If not, then he scored like one, right? And because of that, he just had to default to his like dog shit striking, Oh, Jacob says our key is fucked, can't connect to the server. Got to generate a new one. But yeah, anyway. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye out You see, if their key is fucked up and they can't connect to the server, that just means he has to regenerate a key and then put it in. That's what happened to me a little bit earlier. That's what happened to me a little bit earlier when I had to, shut my stream off. It didn't work. Didn't work out. Oh, dude, my back is killing me. I'm trying to figure out. I have a pillow for my chair so that like my lower back is supported a little bit more, but I can't find a good spot to put it in, and because of that, like my lower back is just like all fucked. But Third Ferd says, I want to fuck Scott in his fat losing record unqualified ass. You couldn't if you tried, sir. You couldn't if you tried. Yeah, nah, I'm sure it's gonna be up any second though. I'm sure it's gonna be up any second. Oh man, Scott back shots. Oh boy, what's going on here? What is going on here? You guys are crazy. Yeah, no, I'm sure Jacob's gonna have it back up in a second though. It's gonna end up happening. Oh, excuse me, but yeah. We're gonna watch that on Friday if we can. Gleison Tibau versus Khabib Nurmagomedov, because the only thing Khabib Nurmagomedov has is his undefeated record, and even then, if you watch this fight, you're gonna be like, does he even have his undefeated record? On paper, he does, but this is a fight that he just didn't do enough. He just couldn't do enough, right? Connor coming back or what? I don't fucking know, dude. That's his. Connor's Connor. I'm Scott. It's nice to meet you. I don't know nothing about anything. Conor McGregor is gonna do whatever the hell he feels like. What are you reading that I can't see? I'm not reading. Oh, you know what? I'm reading the Fish Tank live chat. Right? You can see a little bit there. You can see a little bit there. Scott, thoughts on the Vietnamese? I mean, hey, dude, they make some pretty good food. Have you ever had banh mi? It's mad good. Either that or pho. Banh mi and pho are both really good. I love the hell out of those things. I would highly, highly recommend. Habib, my favorite Portuguese guy. Yes. Oh, dude, my fucking back, man. All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna look up the White Dambe fighter. I'm curious about it. Did you see the live stream Connor did a few days ago? He's fucking toast, dude. Dude, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't pay any attention to Conor McGregor at all. I don't pay attention to anybody. I have no clue about anybody ever under any circumstances. You guys probably know more than I do about what these guys are up to. I'm too busy doing it to give a shit about them, And that's always the attitude that I've had is like, no, I didn't see the I didn't see the fight last weekend. No, I didn't see what is going on Twitter between this guy and that guy. I'm too busy doing this myself to give a shit about what some other guy who is not helping me to make money doing this exact thing has to say or think, I'm not into the soap opera aspect of it, and that's kind of what it is the UFC has become a grown man's WWE now, which the WWE is just a redneck soap opera, everyone's like, oh dude, did you see what this guy did? Did you see what that guy did? Oh dude, oh man, oh dude. It's like, no, I didn't, and I don't care. I don't even think I want to know, but White Dambe fighter. Oh geez, what? So I'm looking for White Dambe fighter, right? But I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, okay, all right. I don't think this is, I don't think, this might not be exactly who we're looking for, right? This might not be exactly who we're looking for. But, I mean, it's a white guy in the middle of a Dambe match. So, we shall take a look here. We'll have a look-see, is what we'll do. So, this is me in a Nigerian boxing match. Don't call it boxing, dude. This ain't boxing.
In a Nigerian boxing match, otherwise known as Dambe, a brutal form of boxing which was used to prepare men for war in the olden days. So basically, in my head, this is how I thought the fight was going to go. I'm Conor McGregor in this situation. It didn't work out. how I expected it to. Since I have zero boxing experience, I'm honestly lucky I didn't have my teeth knocked out. But we survived.
So he has no boxing experience, but he thought he was going to go in there and he was going to be able to beat these dudes. These guys are trash, right? There's a couple of things you could take from this, i.e. timing, distance management, things like that. But as far as like actual fighting prowess, lacking, right? But even then, these guys are 1,000,000% more equipped than some guy who has never done boxing, thinking that he's gonna walk in here and run game. That is absolutely ridiculous.
To tell the tale, and so this is the story of how I got knocked out clean in northern Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria, a country often misunderstood
Okay.
and unfairly labeled. I discovered.
Yeah. I'm really not worried about it. I'm really not worried about it. Let's just get to the fight, shall we?
No idea, but we're just gonna go for it. Good luck, Harry.
That's like a thing in Africa. Like I don't know. You see, he thinks it's cute. He thinks it's like a dance, but this dude's really trying to go for him. You see the little smile? Yeah. Yeah, good one, man. Fucking, that's like a thing in Africa. Is like everything they do, they have to have somebody yelling into a microphone in the background. It's like funny. Like I don't think it's Nigeria, but they have the video joker in man, Who Killed Captain Alex? It's that man, Ugandan film. They have a guy who's literally just yelling over the movie. He's like, "Oh, everybody in Africa know kung fu." He literally yelled that at one point, right? And it's just like, holy shit. Underground, exactly.
You can see I don't know what happened, but he knocked me out. I've got like cut lip. I'll be alright. It feels weird to talk right now, but it's okay.
What a fucking idiot, dude.
So I don't think I won. Yes. I can't even talk right now. My whole lip feels like it's on fire.
Yeah, you got punched in the head.
So all those from the other side group, they are unheartedly not happy on what happened to you, and they are very sorry for what happened. Yeah, they are not happy. Yeah.
I'm just like, so this is just some dude who was traveling in Nigeria and he got brought to the Dambe fights, and he was probably like, "Oh, this will be a nice way to partake in the culture," you know. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be, but all right, looks like that's it. Yeah, the thumbnail was like the thumbnail says like I was beaten up in a Nigerian boxing match, and then the thumbnail you can see it says cheat. I don't know, man. So this is interesting to me because, to my understanding, Dambe is supposed to be just basically your right hand or your left hand, one hand. But apparently, deadly head kick Dambe knockout. All right, let's go ahead and see. Oh, hey. Maybe they started. Hold on. Okay, so African Warriors Fighting Championships Dambe rules. 3-minute rounds. Knocking down an opponent wins a round and wins 3 points. Knocking opponent out of arena wins 1 point. Bout won by KO, winning 2 rounds concurrently or by points. Okay, but like, did they allow kicks in because they were like, "Hey, MMA is the thing. Why don't we just start having our dudes throw kicks?" Is that what it was? You know, I'm just curious. Yeah, Not My Real Name says it's a clickbait thumbnail for sure. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Striking only permitted with the wrapped hand. Unwrapped hand used only for blocking, clinching, and distance management. Kicks with both legs permitted. Okay, so apparently kicks with both legs are permitted. I'm wondering if it's kicks to the head, kicks to the body, kicks to the leg. I'm curious about that.
Back in the arena, Dogan Aleka in green representing House Kudu, Dogan Kudawa of House Arawa. Straight into it here. Both men just stalking each other, looking for that opportunity. Round one, let's go.
They have a voiceover.
Feints on both sides. Those small movements so important in Dambe. Circling each other like two hyenas almost. Two big, long, rangy fighters as well. Kudawa comes forward, nice body shot there. Just fighting for hand control. Comes over with a great shot there. Dogan Aleka fires back. Kudawa fires back.
It's tough to even comment on this because it's just so
there.
like weird, you know.
Both men swing again.
I'm just waiting to see the first kick.
Just looking for that
you know?
hand control. Dogan Aleka.
Oh, interesting. He used the other hand to blind the dude. That was a good move.
Finding
you know.
that range. Micro movements on both sides.
So you use the hand to blind and then bang, you pull it away as you start to throw.
Fighters, these movements, these small movements, coming forward with a punch there, and
a
huge. Oh my gosh, what a kick! I was just
that was
saying,
a good kick.
Both men were at punching range for the majority of the fight. Dogan Aleka closes the show with a huge kick.
Yeah, Dambe is just such a weird thing, you know. Maybe we can find another one. We'll see if we can find one more. Fuck it. We'll watch some of the KOs. See, like, you would rather have someone who does this than someone who doesn't train, right? It's better to have somebody who does this than someone who doesn't train. But as far as training goes, this is the absolute bottom of the barrel. This is the bottom of the totem pole, right? Like you go to Detroit or like Chicago, and that's how dudes are fighting. It's almost like an epigenetic thing or something like that. It's just strange, you know, that like this is like if you took a ghetto fight and then gave it that much rhyme and reason, you know. The Adesanya brothers. Always cool to see a new combat sport. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that you don't even realize is there. Like somebody asked me about Vietnam. They have something called Vovinam that I'll show you guys a little bit of after this. This music a bop though. Taking his pants off. Yeah, the way he came over that is how you would want to. That's like if you were to slip to the inside of a jab, you slip and you come over with an overhand over top of that, right? Like again, like this is like if you took two dudes that don't know how to fight and taught them like very, very basic ideas or concepts, tactics for just what they would naturally do in a fight, which is just just try and hit people like that, you know? Oh, isn't this the did we just watch this one? Or does this just look familiar because we've seen one from this area? Oh, what was that one? What was that one? We get a replay on that one? What? What? Huh? No, he just fell over. He just fell over. That wouldn't be classified as a knockdown in boxing. That'd be classified as a slip or even a push. You know, you might get in trouble if you push somebody over like that. And that was the number 2 knockdown. That was the number 2 knockdown. Oh, I didn't even notice that one. Oh. Bang. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's over and over and over again. Yep. All right, so I'll show you guys Bovinom real quick. So this is Bovinom. It looks like kickboxing because the way that they do it in terms of the competition, yeah, it is just kickboxing. Because in fact, you know what? Truth be told, but before this plays, I'll tell you, when it comes down to the mechanics of the human body, the best stuff, the correct ways to fight, are always going to end up looking like kickboxing. That's just the way it is. Boxing or kickboxing, right? At the end of the day, the way our bodies are made up, the best way to fight is going to be hands up, slightly bladed stance, right? Meaning one foot in front of the other, okay? Nothing weird, no like weird crouch down low stances, no extra up high stances, no hands doing that. It's going to be this, right? And the best way to throw punches is going to be there. Or there, right? That's just what it is. That's just what it's going to be every time. So when it comes to all these different styles and stuff like that, that is a good benchmark to see whether or not something could be good or bad, is how do they stand and how do they fight, right? And if you see the way that these guys are going to stand and fight, you're going to be like, oh, this is just like kickboxing. That's basically it, you know? I don't know if it's point sparring or not, or like semi-contact or not, but you know that was a little bit weird that they you know, had to stop there. Yeah, so it almost seems like it's half and half, like half contact, half full contact, half like light contact or point sparring. You know, that is a little bit weird. I'm not a big fan of that, but you know. What they're doing right now, there's nothing inherently wrong with it, you know. I will say that these guys in particular, they have some issues with distance control and other things like that. But, you know, that just comes down to the fighters. It's not necessarily the style, you know. Give us something with weapons. I don't know what I could show you that has that. I don't know what I could show you in terms of weapons fighting other than HEMA, you know? Either that or Dog Brothers. I could show you some Dog Brothers if you want. Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. I will say that, because that is the other thing, right? Vovinam is Vovinam, right? It can be legit, but here's the other piece, right? Here's the other piece.
Welcome back, everyone, or hello to those that are new to this channel.
Right. I don't know who this kid is,
So
but
today is
it also has that side of it where it's like, yes, I'm going to stand here like this. I'm going to be in a horse stance, right? It does have that side of it, you know? I would never, ever, under any circumstances, want to do what that other dude did, right? Dog Brothers FMA. Dog Brothers FMA. Powtank is back up. I think we probably already missed the whatever it's called. You know, we probably already missed the fucking the thing that they were supposed to be doing. So I don't even know if it's 100% worth it to try and go for it. Hold on.
Why would anyone ever listen to you about fighting? You've lost every fight. Every fight. Remember when we fucked?
Remember when we fucked. Because at the end of the day, regardless of whether I lose or win every single one of my fights, I know what I'm talking about, bottom line. What's it called? For one thing, I didn't lose every single one of my fights. I'm 1-2 in MMA. That means I've won 1 and lost 2. But the thing is, people don't realize that most trainers that are like good, they didn't have long, illustrious careers. You know, Trevor Whitman, Freddie Roach, right? Freddie Roach was a pro and he showed promise, but he ended up having to give it up. So on and so forth. Like, there's so many trainers out there that are elite level trainers that are not dudes that were known for being big, successful champions and things like that. And it's because coaching is a skill set in and of itself. Being an encyclopedia for techniques and tactics is a skill in and of itself that many people do not have. Being a champion doesn't even necessarily mean you have to be good at, like, fighting. It just means you have to be good at a certain style, I guess you could say, right? I.e., a dude like Mikey Musameshi. It's not that he's that good of a grappler, it's that he has a leg lock game that is fucking insane, you know, or Gordon Ryan. Everybody knows that 50% of everything he's ever accomplished has been through a fucking needle, you know? So yeah, when somebody asks me like, oh, like, why should I listen to you because you are 1-2 in MMA, it's like, well, why wouldn't you want to listen to me? I have the experience and I can tell you, you know. Hence why nobody who I have taken part in coaching for the influencer boxing has lost a fight, right? Hence why every time I bring people to tournaments, they usually leave with a medal. Right? It's one of those things where it's like, if you want to ask that question, and I know people ask that question because they're they're just trying to get under my skin. It really doesn't get under my skin, but every now and again I like to go over it just because it is a good topic to talk about. Like, whenever somebody asks a question like that, it's like, oh, okay, so you know absolutely positively nothing about anything combat related. You just don't know anything. You know, you have no clue. Eric Nixick. Yeah, I think Nixick was I think he made it to the UFC, but he wasn't he wasn't anything like too special. Like, all of the dudes who coach the guys who are like the best in the game right now are dudes who, like, for one reason or another, they just never made it. Either because they just lost, right? Or, they, like, what's his face? Trevor Whitman. He had some kind of sickness that made it so that he had to stop. and he just diverted everything into coaching. You know, oh man, my neck is fucking killing me. But yeah, bottom line. Oh man, I thought I just exited out of the fucking stream again. Whoops. Bottom line, like, I know what I'm talking about in a way that even like other coaches don't know what they're talking about a lot of the time. You know, I am legit, and I know I'm legit, and you know, I've never had someone who's like, oh hey, let's test that out. No one's ever wanted to test that out. You know, there was one guy. He thought because he trained with a former Olympian that he could comment on boxing shit with me. And I told him, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And he got upset. And then I caught him in like a Discord server being like, oh, well, you think he'd box me if I dropped some money and went to box him? And I was like, yeah, dude, come on out. Never heard from him again. You know? It's funny. It's funny, you know? How Irish are you? Too Irish. Too Irish, damn it. Medieval MMA and Russian bare knuckle boxing is cool. I want to like medieval MMA, but the thing is, every soy boy idiot likes medieval MMA because they're like, they have swords, right? Swords, they have swords. Yo, dude, swords and armor, right? Like that's excuse me. Like it's hard because if I'm being honest with you, sometimes if I react, sometimes if I react in a slightly annoyed manner when somebody's like, who do you got this weekend? It's because, like, it's kind of like a stats bro thing to do, is to ask me, like, yo, who do you got this weekend? You know? I don't say anything about it to the person who's asking me because I don't want to hurt their feelings or be, like, mean to them or anything like that. But it's like kind of a stats bro thing where it's like, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't care. Like, why are you asking me about this? Like I'm gonna have a moment with you where I'm gonna be like, oh, dude, you know what? Haha, yeah, this guy's gonna win. Like, I'm not someone who has those conversations, you know? I was talking to a girl a long ass time ago who, she was like way into the UFC. She watches it like every weekend and shit like that. And she just completely turned me off because she couldn't respond. She couldn't refer to people. She couldn't refer to people by their real names. It couldn't just be Steven Thompson. It had to be Wonder Boy. It couldn't just be Alex Pereira. It had to be Powtank. It couldn't just be Justin Gaethje. It had to be the highlight, right? And that's something that they do because they're trying to sound cool and like they're in the know. And oh, what do you mean you don't know who the highlight is? What? But dude, you do MMA. You don't know who the highlight is? And it's like, no, I don't have a fucking Rolodex full of MMA nicknames in my head. I don't care that much, you know? People do that with me with like local shit too. I had somebody who was like I had somebody who was like oh, you see that over there? I was at a tournament and this person was like, oh, you see that over there? That's Coca-Cola. And I'm like, who? Coca-Cola. What do you who's that? You don't know Coca-Cola? Oh, she runs this gym with her husband. She used to fight on NEF. What? Coca-Cola. You don't know Coca-Cola? And I'm sitting here for like 5 minutes just like, no, I don't know who that is. No, I don't know who that is. And I'm like being nice to this person, obviously. But I'm just sitting here in my head like, I don't care. Why are you doing this? I don't care. I don't pay attention to the guys at the top of the chain. Why am I going to care about some chick? And how am I going to be able to know her by her name, by her fight name? You know? Fucking it's just like what like it's just weird and it's annoying, you know? I thought you were looking at random combat sports, bro, but I get you. What do you mean? Oh. No. I mean, I am. You know, it just kind of happened suddenly. We're about to watch some Dog Brothers shit, but then somebody asked me a question about you know, fight stuff. In fact, let's double check here, make sure there isn't another one. Oh yeah, there we go. you know, it's the internet is a really weird place, you know, and it's funny because like I see people who get upset that I'll be like, "Hey, fuck off," when people talk shit to me, you know? People say the most heinous shit to me and other people, and like whenever any of us are like, "Hey, fuck off," they're like, "Oh, dude, he gets so mad. He gets so mad whenever someone fucks with him." And it's like, "Well, yeah. You're being an asshole. What the fuck? What, I'm just supposed to be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Fuck off. You know? It happens with everybody, including like Nick. But the thing is, Nick has Alex Schultz. Ooh, hold up. Ooh, there's something about this right here. Something about this right here that's a little that's some spooky shit, I'm not gonna lie. That's a little bit spooky. That's some spooky shit for a spooky month. Yeah, you know, they have that shit too, and you know, they don't deal with it because Alex Schultz isn't gonna let that through. But me, you know, in some cases I'll be like, whatever, I'll talk to this guy, I'll talk about it, you know. It's just funny the parasocial nature of people on the internet where they think you're supposed to let them talk shit. And if you say something back, it's like, oh no, you're actually a big old meanie face, you know? That literally happened to me. There was this one dude, he used to be in my streams all the time. I won't mention who he was. He actually commented on one of my videos earlier today, still upset. It's been like 2 or 3 months and he's still upset, you know? And I found him talking shit in a Discord server, right? This is a guy who, he comes in my streams, he acts all buddy-buddy with me, but then to try and get some kind of parasocial, I'm better than him points, right? He goes into Discord servers and he talks shit, you know? And I called him out on it. And like for a fucking like straight month, it was just like him constantly constantly just bitching and moaning about me. Like bitching and moaning whether I was there, whether I was not there. It was like crazy, you know? There's this thing with parasocial behavior where you simultaneously look up to someone, but you also want to envision yourself as better than that person. It's actually Adam Friedland, Cumtown did a good bit on that. Nick Mullen from Cumtown did a good bit on that. In fact, you know, I'll look that one up too. Right? I'll look that one up, right? And then I'll go ahead and
be very
Cumtown animate. Man, it sucks Cumtown ended up having to go, but I think it was on its way out anyway.
quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
You wouldn't think you could get 3 years of bits out of that combo.
Oh yeah, but brother, you'd think incorrect.
Incorrect. What I like too is there's gonna be people that do that for the rest of their lives now, but like at their job at GameStop. You know, like I'm like the guy on the show. I'm like Stave Rose and Alan and Nate.
I'm like Nate Mullins.
I'm like Nate Mookie and Stimrose Hollabad and Aaron Jewish. I mean, they're my heroes. I'm just kidding. They're not my heroes. I'm better than them somehow. But I sit and listen to their show every day and repeat the things they say. Ha ha ha! They're so gay and stupid. Not me though. I'm a perfectly normal guy.
Elmer Fudd, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, Elmer Fudd.
I love these animated ones. But yeah, like legit, like that's what it was like dealing with that dude, and that's what it's like dealing with some of the people sometimes. And you know, that comes with the territory. I realized like a little bit after season 2, you know, mainly during like 2.5, that like, oh wait, no. This is just one of the prices you pay for what I'm trying to do and what I'm a part of and things like that. And if I'm going to be a part of this and if I'm going to try and do certain things, you know, beyond that, like I have to be ready for people to be like, but you have a losing record. And it's like, and what are you going to do about it? Yeah, I have a losing record. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Even if you could do something, you wouldn't. Anyway. I was doing a key bump and missed the whole conversation. Who we fighting? Fucking dude, whoever we want, man. Whoever we want. True, it's just the internet. Oh yeah. Yep. Have you heard of the up and coming fighter Pespi? Peace by? No. Nope. Can't say I've heard of that guy. Cannot say I've heard of that dude. Oh, dude, it's fucking down again. Every time I click, it's down again. It's just down, you know? Anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at some Dog Brothers FMA. Now, FMA stands for Dog Brothers Filipino Martial Arts. This is like Kali and Eskrima and shit like that. These guys beat the fuck out of each other with sticks. Ah, you fucking... I gotta... That's, this is like one of the founders of the style, you know? He's a little bit Reddit. He's a little bit Reddit, if I'm going to be honest with you, but he did a good thing with Dog Brothers Martial Arts, because instead of the Doug Marqueta tier bullshit, he was like, no, let's actually fight. Let's fight for fucking real here, all right? So, we'll go ahead. Yeah. Those are obviously not sharp swords. See, they call it the gathering of the pack, right? You can fight with literally anything. Like there's dudes that fight with rubber hoses, you know, dudes that they fight with sticks. Ooh, that was nice. Apparently dudes that fight unarmed. It looked like that was an unarmed match there. But yeah, these guys let each other have it in a real way, you know? That's funny as hell. Nunchucks. Oh man, right to the head. See, if there's one thing I want to do in my lifetime in terms of martial arts, right? It's Dog Brothers. I want to go to a Dog Brothers event, you know. I want to go to a Dog Brothers event and take part. But the thing is, for what are probably some pretty obvious reasons here, Dog Brothers is they're beating each other with chains and shit like that. Dog Brothers is on its way out, if it hasn't been on its way out for years. You don't see too much of it. I'm sure they still have a gathering of the pack, right? But I tried to see if there was like a New England or like a Boston contingent, and there used to be, but I can't find them anymore. You know, as you can see, that sometimes happens. You know, whoopsies. But yeah, it's Fight Club. Whoop, bitch slap. It's got Fight Club vibes, you know, and it's really cool. It's really fun to see, you know. Oh man, that was pretty sick. Oh, that was nice. The arm bar. See, a lot of these guys are MMA guys anyway, and they like SBG. Oh, right to the nuts. Like SBG is straight blast gym, you know. A lot of these guys are MMA dudes, and then they're just like, oh yeah, I can beat people with sticks too. Yeah, fuck it, let's try this Dog Brothers shit. Man. That must suck, dude, when you lose your weapon. That's got to be the worst shit. You lose your weapon. See, and like the thing is too, like this is all for the love of the game, right? This is all for the love of the game. This isn't for like some big this isn't some big thing where it's like we're fighting for money or like medals and stuff like that. No, you just show up and you fight, you know? Like I said, it's for the love of the game that these guys are all doing it, you know? It is really cool. It is really cool. Reminds me of Neo versus Morpheus. I've never actually seen The Matrix, if I'm being honest with you. If Fight Club was organized via Reddit, basically, except these guys actually all know how to fight. There's actually a little bit of testosterone in the room. There's probably more testosterone in the ladies that are present than the average Redditor, you know? This is back when MMA was still like a bro sport, like a tribal tat, punk rock sort of sport, you know? And because of that, dudes that got into Dog Brothers tended to be those, tribal tat, MMA bro types of dudes. You know, I mean, look at all these guys. I'm not saying none of them are soyed out, none of them are soy boys, right? But you see some dudes and you just know, oh yeah, these guys are not pussies. Excuse me. Jeez. We also have Ian from Forgotten Weapons here. So that's pretty cool. But what was I gonna say? This is as opposed to HEMA, right? Where like HEMA is like there's a lot of nerds. There's a lot of like there's a lot of LARPy like weirdos that are into HEMA, like dudes that dress like this, dudes that dress like this are into HEMA, right? People who they want to feel like they're at King Richard's Fair who dress like that, they're into HEMA, and it's just like, oh, all right, I see what this is. I know what you are. All right? You can't fool me. You can't hide from me. You can't fool me. I know what you are, Anyway. Sorry, I'm just checking the fish tank chat. Somebody decided to name themselves Straight Scott. That's funny. Anyway, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's a little past 11. Wait, what the fuck? That was the guy from Forgotten Weapons? No, that wasn't really him. I was just joking around. With it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out though. Thank you guys. All right, I appreciate you. I know it got a little weird with the whole having to exit out thing because fucking it was just annoying. Yeah, I will see you guys Friday though. Either A, it's gonna be a 24-hour stream, or B, it's going to be a regular stream. And then, we'll see what happens for Saturday night. But Saturday night, I would like to stream for the UFC, okay? Unfortunately, I couldn't get onto the Gmod server tonight. It just didn't work out. We will do that Friday if it is still up. If the Gmod server is up, we will do that on Friday. We'll take a look around. We'll have a good time with seeing the little nooks and crannies. They did such a good job on it though. Just watching it, I can tell they did such a good job on it. That is like really good for them. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna head out. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.